Freezing my eggs is something that I have thought about for quite a while. The initial conversation happened with my OBGYN, and then she recommended me to a practice. Once I did a lot of research, I watched quite a few videos on YouTube of other women who have gone through this process. I read a lot about it. I decided to make my first appointment with this Institute of Reproductive Health. My initial meeting at the Institute of Reproductive Health was with a doctor there to talk to her about my plan and what I wanted to do with my eggs. While I was there, they drew blood work as well as did an ultrasound, and from that, my doctor created a plan that was specialized for me. So while this video jumps into me documenting one of my first appointments, there was quite a bit of research and conversations that happened before this. But having said that, this is my egg freezing journey. I am getting ready to go into my appointment to learn how to give myself my shots. I am super nervous. This is the part of the process that's really made me anxious. I am not a fan of needles, so I'm gonna learn how to give myself shots and learn about the sequence of my appointments and then get the ball rolling hopefully later this week. Time to see if my eggs are quiet enough to start my injections. I'm just leaving my egg freezing appointment, and my ovaries, as they said, are following protocol and are nice and quiet. So that means that I will start my injections on Thursday. Right now, I am just doing an inventory to make sure that I have everything that I need. First thing that I need is 2 pens of Gonal F, and I also need 5 different boxes, Cetrotide. So this is what these look like. And then my last one is the Avadryl. And then I've got my container to put my used needles in and my alcohol swipes. It is finally time for me to start my injections in my egg freezing process. I have been thinking about these forever, and even when I started the process, it's what has made me so nervous. I've never given myself a shot before, and I really hate needles. So first thing, I've got my pen here. This is one of my Gonal F pens. I'm going to attach the needle until it's on. So I'm taking an alcohol prep pad. I am shaking. So I'm going to do it over here in this area. I'm going to dial up, actually first to 225. Hi, and I'm going to take the cap off. So you see I've got my needle ready. I'm at 225. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm going to take some of the fat on my belly here and give myself a shot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, back down to 0, and it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And now I am all set until I do my next shot tomorrow. Only about 10 more days of these, so 1, 2, 3. Done. That's it. Okay, just got home from vacation, and it is time for shot number 4. I'm gonna go in the middle tonight. 3. All right. Boom, just like that. Nice. Got it. 1, 2, 3, out. All right.
So I get thicker there are the follicles, see those black things?
Mm-hmm. Those are eggs?
Yeah, there's an egg inside each one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can't see the eggs, but we can see the follicles and measure them. So plentiful over here.
How many do you expect to see?
We'd like to get probably at least 15. There's 9 right.
Time for day number 5 of my injections. 1, 2, 3. Today is my 18th day in this egg freezing process, and that means it is time for me to start to do 2 shots. First up, I've got my Gonal F. That's the pen that I have been using. The second one that I have to give now is called Cetrotide. And this one's a little bit different because I have to mix this one, so it does make me a little nervous. I'm going to take a needle into the vial, stir it around here. So I'm just trying to make sure that all the powder is mixed up. So now I'm going to draw the contents of the vial up into the syringe. So now I've got to take this needle off and replace it with this needle. So now I've got both of my shots ready, the Gonal-f and the Cetrotide. 1, 2, 3. That one is good. 1, 2, 3. It's time for another night of double shots. So we have our Gonal-f and our Cetrotide. 1, 2, 3. That one is done. 1, 2, 3.
God love you. You are a nurse in the making. Do you know it hurts me to see you do that?
Whew.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Done.
Did they already schedule you for Saturday?
Not, yeah, well, tentatively, he said probably. Things looking like what they should?
Yes, great. Very good.
I had my appointment this morning to see how things are going, and they are going really great. So they went ahead and scheduled my procedure for Monday morning. So it's exciting. A couple more days of shots, and then I will have my retrieval on Monday morning. Right now they're seeing around 12 eggs, so we'll see what they are able to freeze from the procedure. Time for another double shot night. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. It is my last night of double shots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yesterday was my last Gonal-f shot, and today is my last Cetrotide shot, and also the first and only shot I have to give in the morning. 3. It's finally time for my very last shot before my procedure. 1, 2, 3. All done. Yesterday was day 24 in the egg freezing process for me and the final day. I went in yesterday morning for my procedure. The entire procedure probably only took about 20 minutes. I was sedated before and met with both a doctor and nurse before I went back, and then I recovered for about an hour afterwards before I went home. After the procedure, the doctor let me know that he was able to take 14 eggs, which I was really surprised and thrilled. I did not even think that I was going to get double digits, so I was very happy with those numbers, but I had to wait until yesterday afternoon till they called me to let me know how many of those were mature that they could actually freeze. The doctor's office called me late afternoon yesterday to let me know that they were able to freeze all 14 eggs. I am so thrilled with that. I never thought that I was going to even get double digits taken, let alone that I could freeze. So I am incredibly happy with that number, and it's never a number that I thought I was going to hit. So it's wonderful, and I am so pleased and so thankful for the doctors at the facility and all the nurses that helped me throughout the process. The entire process as a whole truly was not bad at all. I would highly recommend it to any woman who is thinking about freezing her eggs. The shots I really thought were going to be awful, but in the end, they turned out not to be that bad. A couple of them did burn a little bit, but in general, it really was just a small step in the process to get to where you want to be. So I would highly recommend this egg freezing process to any woman who's considering doing it. I truly hope sharing my journey has helped to educate someone or help someone who is looking into potentially doing this procedure.